be quick.
Come together quickly. Many people had this. Had some trouble here on the opening possession, and that's Clark had it poked away. Martin launches way out. The size advantage. Howard flips it.
For the Valkyries, which is last.
Burton drops it. In fact, Benley lets it. The first two shots here tonight.
A defender she is.
Here's Mitchell, who's been bounced past. Mitchell fires it up.
The scorer get to the free throw line.
Hey, she has been on no injuries for either.
See some minutes out of her today. She did.
Away from home. They've really played well in their hour. They've gone to her a couple times. She said McDonald's 8th game with the fever, but over on the drive, steps back and playing well in her first games. 2-on-1. Howard will take it herself, flipping low 40% for their transition. That's just such a change. Again, looking to push.
Opportunities in transition.
And Burton feed inside, and a cut. The pace is much
so
quicker.
Fast. But boy, she looked pretty quick.
Boston on the drive, flips it up, and games this year, not today, as Burton into the corner. Here's McDonald, straight up the...
Ahead of the ball in transition, you have to, means you're probably going to give up some offensive boards.
So far this afternoon, is Thornton battling through a triple team. Turns the corner on the drive. Banks her first All-Star appearance in a little over. Boston kick out, McDonald wide.
It was the 9th pick in the expansion.
Lob inside for Billings, who hangs on. Clark back, offensive rebound, drops it for Cunningham. Simpson, who played big minutes without Dante's time weapon. Late was left. Cup game, it did not count toward official state.
Overall efficiencies, Pat. They're on the top.
Drive, kick out, Cunningham, who launches. Emily Nakase goes deep. They do start 5 players, but in reality,
defense that they play. Great ball pressure.
Quarter.
So here's a Clark.
Late launch it. Pulled for close to the last shot. Cunningham shot fakes the 3. So the Fever won't have the last shot, and it's well. Here is the Fever rookie going to work. Hayes drives on Clark. Hayes rebound. Lexi Hull has 3 of them. Here's Howard, just has to fight. Who has really picked up her game late. And now percentage. So the Fever have 2 of the.
And the rotations with Caitlin Clark back.
Leticia Me here on the floor right now. Here's Howard back on the. To take advantage. Hull will.
Mike Weiner is
double figures in the minutes category. Floor. Boston handoff. They relieve Burton. And she.
Very well done.
Extra pass. Chen is open. And back-to-back 3 points that just come at you off the bench here.
Defense. You can change your pace off.
Not led since the early moments of this game. That's the handle. And Howard an off minutes ago. And yes, he's doing so again here. Line off Mitchell, who finds some space. Teammates, by the way. Caitlin Clark drafted in. The Fever have just 10.
The Valkyries, because they will turn. It fits right into the makeup of their team.
And the Fever know what Temi. In fact, Golden State has rattled off the last 9. Cross-court pass. Howard, extra fine.
Good job by Kelsey Mitchell as well. Good job by the Fever.
Now McDonald, long-rangey Fag Benley showing off.
Well, Fag Benley runs. She runs a.
Burton lines up. They'd like that number to be higher as Boston.
But she's not giving up much ground.
Burton dips the 3. Thornton will just have to hold of the Valkyries ever since. Half away from All-Star Weekend convert possession.
I don't think Stephanie White's over, and the Valkyries get a triple.
Here's Hayes driving by since late in the first quarter. A 9
guarding inside the 3-point line in the first half.
And Thornton.
I think next
circle. It was the right call. Of the first half.
Back into the game off the ball.
Mark B. Mitchell shot clock down to 3. Fever hit 4 threes. Valkyries do a nice job.
Teams get into the body of the cutter right here.
Hayes attacking Boston, going coast to Mitchell. Step back. 18-point swing shot. Now remember the first quarter they.
And usually they ghost that.
Does she get it off in time?
Some better movement and ball movement.
Austin, a collision at midcourt, no foul. A pillar of consistency here for.
And Natasha Howard playing
in the first double-digit lead, and Kate Martin. McDonald finds some space, but Burton leaves it for Martin, who hit.
Iowa.
In that huddle, Stephanie White sat down and looked at her be disciplined every second if we wanted.
Defensive end, Thornton launches. See, Kate finds some space. There's a step.
Play off on either end of the floor.
And around the rim. Gets inside, in amongst the trees, hands off.
Leah Boston was 5 for 7 from the free throw line again here. The Fever got to get her the ball in a quality.
We go to work when you...
On the drive, the kick out, and Thornton. But a second offensive rebound to the... Since for medal, and Dantas had 30
highlight package was outstanding.
Simpson will take it at Martin, fading and hit her by Mitchell. Thornton's been hot from three. Hayes weaves her way, tip into the corner. It's 2. Clark on the drive. Clark.
See, this is where the Valkyries to me are the most dangerous.
And now feeds it inside to a cutting.
Great cut from the weak side by Thornton. Top 10.
So
Lead guard in this league.
Clark, here's Hull. The other 3. Dantas looking for some help. Instead will
Handle.
USA trailed at half. Hayes turns it over. It tips in the rebound. Tips in the... Clark hounding Caitlin Chance. Indiana now
They trapped that second.
Clark gets inside. Bank shot at shorts. She'll launch from 2. Bouncing. Dantas hit it. Salon finds some space. Lofts it up. Tips and pulls it down. Too strong. Timpson had it. They've got 5 of them in the corner. As you noted, they need Timpson fires it up, but here's late on the drive. Late to the rim. Cunningham launches. She and Dantas play catch, and McDonald.
Catch.
Burton hangs and feet here, building, rocking. Mitchell cross in. Timpson flips it. Burton fire away. Not here a little bit in Indy. To Mitchell. Mitchell on the drive. Mitchell 32%. She's up over 80%. Franchise since 2000.
So there's a lot of ways you can do.
Clark's played 21 minutes tonight. She's not on. See how Stephanie White manages it. Back. Mitchell pulls up. Way on the handoff. Carla Lake comes here on the handoff. Burton driving on McDonald. Hang.
I've been impressed with Veronica Burton. Ewan, her coach.
It's a 12. Cunningham back for McDonald. Late steps into a 3. On her former teammate, pins her inside. Boston got by Howard. Ben Clark catch and shoot. And here is a Boston 3.
She's 3 for 13.
Clark off to the races. Clark flips it up. The Valkyries were hoping for. In fact, Bentley said, okay, we're going to go the other. Tiffany Hayes does come down with it. The breaks can't finish. Defensive rebound, and Burton. The second half. Boston was. Clark with a stop and go. Clark flips it up. Salon pulls up. Bounce pass Hall. 3 points, and look at the ball move. Hall ducks in and have just blitzed Indiana. Simpson puts on the brakes.
The worst shooting performance for track to not shoot it, which is left.
Launches and get
2 players there, whether to.
Mitchell sets up Boston. Tremendous performance. Always open when you're struggling. Lexi Hull corner.
Hurting the action.
An initial run, just a tad under 17,000.
Well, the practice court will be
on the day for Indiana. They're 20. Mitchell driving into traffic, flips
exceptionally well. Good job defensively on all the Fever players.
Often the Fever have had to do that this year.
You play 5, you miss 5.
It's 2 very different styles, with and without her. There's Kate Martin, who's played really well today. Simpson spins. 90 seconds here on center momentum. Sold out coming into this one.
True road game for the Fever.
Feeds Timpson. Tough afternoon of hoops. Me here spinning on Timpson. Opportunity. Salon comes. She's going to be able to go back. All Valkyries. Here's Kid with Kelsey Casper.
Well, guys, during that huddle, Stephanie White sat down and looked at this game to get back into it, and we have to be disciplined every second if we want to.
They have just been totally stymied on the offensive end. Thornton launches. Point lead in the first half. See Kate. Mitchell finds some space. There's a stop.
Cassie Mitchell. You'll never see her take a play off on either end of the floor.
Bentley battling offensive rebound. And around the rim. Mitchell gets inside, in amongst the trees, hands off.
Leah Boston, she was 5 for 7 from the free throw line again. She needs to get to the free throw line here. The Fever got to get her the ball in a quality.
IndianaWorkers.com. We go to work when you.
Back within 12. Hayes on the drive, the kick out, and Thornton. On the defensive end, Thornton misses, but a second offensive rebound after an extended cold spell. Dantas will play in her first minutes since Zill finished with a silver medal, and Dantas had 30.
She hit mid-range. I saw her highlight package. It was outstanding.
Timpson will take it at Martin, fading and hit on this end. Good defense there by Mitchell. Thornton's been hot from 3. 13th turnover. Hayes weaves her way. Switch on to Dantas. Cross-court pass. Tip into the corner. It's Caitlin Chen. Clark, 3-on-2. Clark on the drive. Clark.
Make that inbound. See, this is where the Valkyries, to me, are the most dangerous.
Oh, what a pass. And now feeds it inside to a cutting.
5 out, and that's a great cut from the weak side by Thornton. As it connected on that pass, that'd been a top 10. Victory roll to that being of a lead guard in this league.
Dantas, bounce pass. Clark, here's Hull. Seminoles have done it. Natasha Howard's one of the other 3. Dantas being hounded. Dantas looking for some help. Instead will drop.
So it was a lot for the USA team to handle.
USA trailed at half medal over the last few cycles. 35-year-old Tiffany Hayes turns it over. Dantas wide open. She can't hit. Tips in the rebound. Tips in the. Clark hounding Caitlin Chen. Backs almost always start with your defense. Indiana now still much time left to go here for the Fever.
When they played the Valkyries the first time, they trapped that second. They would look to trap that.
Clark gets inside, bank shot in court ahead. She lofts it up, but leaves it shorts. It's the handle there just for a moment. She'll launch from 2. Clark bouncing, Dantas hit it. Salon finds some space. Clark, 3-on-2. Clark lofts it up, tips and pulls it down. Salon, fade, fire. Too strong. Timpson had it. Threes in the third quarter. They've got 5 of them in the quarter.
And it looked like drop even though they're switching.
As you noted, Timpson offensive rebound. Timpson fires it up, but the cross-court pass. Here's late on the drive, late to the rim. And
Right there.
there, the foul does come. Of the third quarter, Cunningham launches and into the hands of McDonald. She and Dantas play catch, and McDonald.
I think she just fumbled the catch.
Burton hangs, and Indiana had all the momentum. Fans on their feet here, building, rocking. Mitchell cross, Cunningham into traffic, lob it up, Timpson. Timpson flips it
A few times.
Burton fire away, not. And the air out of the balloon here a little bit in Indy. McDonald sees 2, flips to Mitchell. Mitchell on the drive. Mitchell through her averages this year from the line, 72%. She's up over 80%. Cumulative record in this franchise since 2000.
Well, they have to speed the game up, Pat. So there's a lot of ways you can do.
Caitlin Clark's played 21 minutes tonight. She's not on, and that she might play the rest of the way. We'll see how Stephanie White manages it. Back.
The paint. I mean, you got to know personnel.
Mitchell pulls up, and Mitchell had it taken away on the handoff. Carla Lake comes not close enough there on the handoff. There's Burton driving on McDonald. Hangs.
For Golden State, 2 shots.
I've been impressed with Veronica Burton. The great Joe McEwen, her coach, but they played some good games.
It's a 12. Boston sees the double team. Cunningham back for McDonald. This afternoon, that's 29%. Late steps into a 3. Boston going coast to coast, taking on her former teammate, pins her inside. Hayes gets by Boston, got by Howard. We're looking at their largest deficit. Clark catch and shoot. Team. Howard backs her way in. Here is a Boston 3.
Has made 3 triples all season. She's 3 for 13.
Bentley not on the same page. Here's Clark off to the races. Clark flips it up and goes behind the back. Not the gamble the Valkyries were hoping for. She went into the middle. In fact, Bentley said, okay, we're going to go the other. In fact, Bentley tips it back, and Tiffany Hayes does come down with it. In fact, Bentley driving into Clark, puts on the brakes, can't finish. Burst twice, Thornton another offensive rebound, and Burton really problematic for the Fever here in the second half. Boston was...
Until your arm falls off.
Clark with a stop and go. Clark flips it up.
She does off the pass than anyone in the league.
Salon pulls up, bumps her way into traffic. Cunningham, bounce pass, Hall. And the Fever have been held to 53 points, and look at the ball move. Hall ducks in, and the Valkyries have just blitzed Indiana. Leaves it back for Timpson, puts on the brakes.
Games and the worst shooting performance for. They're on track to not shoot it, which is left.
Thornton launches and gets
Side, so Lexi Hull was in between 2 players there, whether to.
Mitchell sets up Boston, who have put together a tremendous performance. But we've open looks, just feel a little less open when you're struggling.
You need a few more reps.
Lexi Hull corner.
Guarding the ball and not worrying about guarding the action.
In this game, after the Valkyries had that initial run, this near sellout crowd of just a tad under 17,000.
Thing about playing a noon game when you don't shoot it well, the practice court will be
30% on the day for Indiana. They're 20. Mitchell driving into traffic, flips.
guarded personnel exceptionally well. In the paint, really did a really good job defensively on all the Fever players.
Process, and if you think about how often the Fever have had to do that this year.
I mean, you play 4, you miss 4. You play 5, you miss 5.
And acclimating for a team that plays 2 very different styles with and without her. Clark back on the floor. There's Kate Martin, who's played really well today. Timpson spins. Final 90 seconds here on at home. They've used that Chase Center momentum, sold out 2-6 away from home coming into this one. Perhaps.
I thought it felt like a true road game for the Fever.
McDonald feeds Timpson. Bright spot in a tough afternoon of hoops. Nami here spinning on Timpson. Third chance opportunity. Salon comes a lot on tape. She's going to be able to go back. It is all Valkyries. Here